Right, here we go. It's time to play a little bit of the first Metroidvania ever. The game that started the phrase. The first Castlevania game to ever play like a Metroid game. And it is so very old. Which file shall we choose? How about this one? No. You know what? Let's do this right. I go back. There we go. That's the right name. Bring the lore dump. Splatter your lore all over us, game. Bring it on. Oh, the spoopy castles of the PS1 era. Look at those polygons. Are they not glorious? And spoopy. We are ready for the Batkakke. That's right, we get a bit of gameplay before the Batkakke. I forgot. Because this game does not begin at the beginning of the game. It begins at the end of the last game. And do not remember the controls.
Dracula, die now and leave this world. You'll never belong here.
Oh, but this world invited me. Your own kind called me forth with praise and tribute.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom.
Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by choice?
All I'm here for is you. To hell with your heresy! You're nothing but a blight on
heresy!
mankind.
Ha! Mankind. A cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them then, and die for their sins!
See, unfortunately, they changed the dialogue for that. The original was way campier and way better. In the original game, he said, "What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk, have at you!" It was glorious. Now, if you beat this guy without getting killed, you get a stat bonus. You get a higher luck stat from the main game. Ah. Damn it. So this is supposed to be the ending of, I think, Rondo of Blood, which is also packaged in with this. Richter Belmont. This is like the classic Dracula fight here. He has these moves in almost every game. But now shit gets weird. Oh, there goes the universe. Oh, I died.
I'll lend you my strength.
Can't actually lose this fight, though. Looks like I don't get my luck bonus. I was one hit away from surviving. Oh well. Alright, now we get the Batkakke.
Count Dracula had risen with the aid of the Dark Priest Shaft to menace humanity
Shaft.
once again. The
Shut your
legendary
mouth.
vampire hunter Richter Belmont stood against him and at last brought him down. However, 4 years later, on a glaring full moon night, Richter mysteriously vanished. Maria Renard set out to find him, but knew not where to begin. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized from the mist.
4 years instead of a century.
Meanwhile, powerful forces struggled for the soul of a man named Alucard. He who had once fought alongside Richter Belmont against his own immortal father, Count Dracula.
Castlevania
himself.
3.
To purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, Alucard had submerged his vampiric powers and fallen into what was meant to be eternal slumber. But now, he awakens to the cackles of evil and cries of the innocent. The eternal battle of good and evil has come full circle once more. Dracula's castle beckons for you. And no man can say who will emerge victorious.
They should have altered the text scroll speed to keep track with the voice. Oh well. What can you do? So Maria Renard was the little girl who rezzed Victor during the opening scene there. For anybody who doesn't realize that already. Alright, Alucard. You are your father spelled backwards. Let's do this. Look, we got all this RPG stuff. And all these family heirlooms. And we can do this. Haha! And magic slash you. Bad doggy. That's a property of the sword that's doing that magic effect, by the way. It's not just something Alucard can do whenever he feels like. Such good music in this one. Love it. Die. I order you to the die.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Ever the insolent boy. But there will be no games here. If you will not behave, be gone.
I will do neither. Step aside, old man.
Such arrogance. Very well. But I I shall see you very soon.
Death is pretty old. Alright, he took away my cool gear. Now it's time to punch everything. But, let me see if I can remember how to do this. A second. As the son of Dracula, I can do his shit. There's even a way to, yeah, there we go. Even choose which version of it he does. And I find it interesting the way this game does it, because they do a thing where it's, you do like Street Fighter style moves with your controller to do your spells. Let me see if it'll show them. See, that's the input I'm doing to do the Hellfire move. Basically, you do up, then you go down like a Street Fighter fireball. And there's some other ones too. What? Ah, I screwed that up. Hang on. Also, let's see, what is it? No, that's not it. There it is. Summon spirit. There are items you can get in the game that will tell you how to do these things, but you can do them without getting the items. They just tell you. Well, the thing is, you don't actually need to use these spells to succeed in this game. They're just nice little bonuses. Just little extras. Although the strongest spell in the game is incredibly useful. But I don't have enough mana to use. I need 50 mana. Oh, I got 25. Alright, let's try this. Get him, buddy! Yeah, good job. I have a sword. This weird thing, for some reason, turns into a coffin. Which is, for some reason, our save point. I mean, I guess it makes sense for a vampire to rest in a coffin as a save point, right? A little back step. Uses a dodge. That red rust was we got that skeleton's sword. But it's shit. Because it's rusted. Like the little CD symbol in the middle, this was basically like the loading screen. Let the CD load the next area on the PlayStation. And that cube of Zoe I got enables me to get items out of the candles. I'm gonna try something. Can I do the big version of the summon? Do I need more mana for that? Oops. I need more mana. There's a version of the summon spirit where you can summon 4 spirits at a time. But I think I don't have enough mana because it's not working. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Hide curious. Alright, we're a barbarian now. I'm not dodging things very well. Ah! Shit. Die! Get him! Get him! Thank you. Alright, we found a leather shield inside of a candle flame for some reason. It's the same reason you find money inside of other candles and stuff like that. Alright, let's get them... Ah, hang on. Give them this. Have some of that! Ha ha ha! Eat it. Hey Scotch Bunny, how you doing, man? Oh shit. Have some magma, bitch. Here we got our classic Metroid looking map. Yeah, the guy down there, it's... So there's a switch that the guy down there is stepping on. If I can get him to collapse on the switch, then the elevator will go all the way up. But I have to be on the elevator when it happens, which means you have to do it with the Summon Spirit spell. And the timing's really hard, I'm not even going to bother. Mirror Secrets! I've played this game a couple times before, can you tell? Oh yeah, more life. Been to IKEA, Scotch Bunny. How did you ever get out of there alive? How did you defeat the death maze? Wait 1 second. Controls feel a little bit weird using the analog stick because this was made for pure D-pad originally. Oh, you bitch. Die! You must die. This nasty guy just drooling acid everywhere. Fine, you can have the spirit too. Or not. The spirit is drunk and stupid. Nope. Yeah, take that. Oh, that's right, we gotta do it this way. Put it on here, and you go, boop. There we go. I like how the fact that we visibly have a cape even though we're not actually wearing a cape. There we go. The cape is the only part of our appearance that will change based on our gear. But hey, it's nice. Ah! 3 damage worth of spikes. How am I going to survive that? Ah, Scotch Bunny, you read a shopping list and go right to pickup? Well, there you go. That's how you defeat the IKEA death maze. You don't enter the maze. I'm not used to the jumps in this thing. Ah, the sound effects. Sounds like the noise of something whipping around in the air in a cartoon. A little kind of noise. Ah, fuck. Controls feel a little off from what I'm used to. Then again, if I use the D-pad like I'm supposed to, the D-pad on this controller is very, very tough. I'm gonna give myself a sore thumb if I use that thing. Ah, there we go. First sub-weapon and our first true boss. Hey guys. Come on. Ah! Rip him apart! Get him, my pretties! Oh shit. I think it. Oh, just the regular PS4 controller. I mean, it's not. The D-pad isn't super bad, but my left thumb gets a little bit prone to getting sore. Anytime there's an unusual amount of resistance, it's just annoying for me. Yeah, 2 of the endgame bosses for Castlevania 4. And they're little bitches in this game. Okay, let's see. Alright, now this goes down to the area that the little tricky elevator could have gone to before from below. You'll see. Oh yeah, can't be a cool vampire without cool sunglasses. What a silly helmet to have in this game. Have some shades. They'll protect you from the sun. Wonder how many movies have done that. The vampire who's protected from the sun by a pair of shades. This is that spot I was talking about before with the trick elevator. I could have gotten that knife a little early. This is a pretty good knife, actually. So, if you look at the stats here, it appears to do 1 point of damage less than the sword we're using. But, here's the thing. Stabs really fast. You can rip people apart with this knife. Yeah, there was the guy in Blade that used sunscreen, but at least that covers your whole body. Like, I could at least kind of see the logic in that. Although it wouldn't protect your eyes and stuff, but... You know, at least, as long as you're covering your whole body, it kind of makes sense. To some degree. At least I can let them get away with it. But, I mean... I'm sure there has to be a movie that used just sunglasses and nothing else. Oops. That would have been hilarious. Although they certainly did have their vampires going out in the sunlight a strangely large number of times in that movie. I mean, even twice is a lot. All things considered. Knifed. In the dick. don't know why I walked right into him. That was dumb. Right here, have that. Yeah, Blade 3 was pretty bad. One of my favorite stupid scenes in Blade 3 has to have been I think it was 3. Or was it 2? Which one was the one where they were in a sewer or something? And there was some sort of ultraviolet light bomb that went off. And Blade somehow saw the light coming and then ducked under the water to avoid it. How do you see light coming and then still have time to dodge it? One of the stupidest things I've ever seen. That scene made no goddamn sense at all. How much mana do I have now? 42. I think I could probably do the quad spirit now. Take this, table! I mean, otherwise Blade 2 was decent, but that scene was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. If you can see the light, that means it's already in your eyeballs. You can't dodge the light. Alright, let's try this. And here we go. Quad Spirit. Eat it, bitches. You gotta charge that spell up for a minute though, so that, well, not a whole minute. You gotta hold up. Here, let's see. Yeah, the red arrow means you gotta hold it. You gotta hold up for a couple seconds. That makes it a little dangerous to use in some situations. That's me screwing up the spell. Alright, take that. Just take one spirit then, up in the butt. Love the mess up sound effects of these marionettes, though. They're creepy. Alright, so that, if I remember correctly, that is the thing that lets us see the names of enemies. I don't think this is the place we want to go right now. This doesn't do us much good. We'll come back here later. Actually, no, fuck it. We can do it. Just to get it done. Yeah, the giggle, like the crick crack and the giggle. It's the worst. Knifed! Okay, that's right. That item doesn't let us see the names of the enemies. It lets us see how much damage we're doing. That's what it was. Knifed skeleton! It's a bit weird that knives work pretty well on skeletons, isn't it? Cut her leg off. Ow. I don't know why I keep jumping at that fireball. Woo. Got him. Barely. I think I'm gonna use that save point over there. What do you guys think? Those floating skull heads almost sound like upset kittens when you kill them. Oh, but yeah, this game is one of my favorites, though. Still is. Especially later when you start getting the really interesting abilities together. It's so good. One second, guys.